Hello and welcome to Daily English Flow. We're really happy you're here. I'm Amelia.
And I'm James. On this channel, we practice real, everyday English with simple and natural conversations.
If you enjoy learning this way, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. All right, let's get started.
So, Amelia, today's topic is movies, right? I'm excited because I can talk about movies forever.
Same, movies are my feel-good thing. But first, quick check-in. How are you today, James?
I'm good, thanks. A bit sleepy, but in a nice way. I watched a movie late last night and lost track of time.
Oh no, the classic mistake. Was it at least a good movie or one of those, why did I watch this films?
It was actually good, but the ending made me stare at the wall for 5 minutes like, what just happened?
I love that feeling, honestly. A movie that makes you think can be so fun. What did you watch?
I watched a mystery movie called Knives Out. It's full of surprises and everyone is acting suspicious.
Oh, I've seen it. I laughed a lot, but I also tried to guess the truth the whole time.
Exactly. I kept changing my guess. Every 10 minutes, I was like, okay, it's definitely that person.
And then the movie is like, nope. I enjoy movies that play with your mind a little.
Same here. So, Amelia, what kind of movies do you usually like? Comedy, action, romance, horror?
I'm not a horror person. If a movie is too scary, I can't sleep and I hear every tiny noise at night.
That's fair. Horror can be intense. I like some scary movies, but only when I'm not alone.
See, that's my problem. I'm usually alone when I watch. I prefer comedy and animated movies.
Animated movies are great for relaxing. Do you have one favorite animated movie right now?
Yes, I really like Inside Out. It's funny, but it also hits you in the feelings. I cried a little, not gonna lie.
You cried? That's adorable. But honestly, that movie is emotional. Even I got quiet at some scenes.
Thank you. I don't feel judged now. What about you? What's your favorite type of movie?
I love adventure and science fiction. I want a movie to feel like a trip, like I'm traveling somewhere new.
Okay, that sounds cool. What's one sci fi movie you really recommend to people?
The Martian. It's exciting, but not too scary. And it's also funny because the main guy jokes a lot.
I like movies with humor, even in serious situations. It feels more real, like how people actually talk.
Yes, and it's easy to follow. You don't need to understand 1,000 difficult words to enjoy it.
True. Also, where do you like to watch movies? Cinema or at home?
I like the cinema for big action movies. The sound is huge and you feel everything in your chest.
That sounds intense. I'm more of a home person. I like blankets, snacks, and pausing for a bathroom break.
Pausing is powerful. In the cinema, you're trapped. If you miss a line, it's gone forever.
Exactly. Also, cinema snacks are expensive. I buy popcorn and I'm like, did I just pay for a small car?
Yes, but I still buy it. The smell of popcorn is part of the movie experience for me.
What's your perfect movie snack combo? Be honest.
Popcorn, a cold drink, and maybe chocolate. And you? Please don't say something crazy like pickles.
Not pickles. I'm normal. Popcorn with a little butter, and sometimes I make tea. I know, grandma energy.
Tea during a movie is actually nice. Okay, Amelia, next question. Do you watch movies with subtitles?
Yes, I usually watch movies with subtitles, especially if the actors speak fast or have strong accents. It helps me relax and not miss important details.
That makes sense. I sometimes turn subtitles on too, even in my own language, just to be safe.
Same here. Some movies have very quiet dialogue and then suddenly super loud music. Subtitles save my ears and my brain.
Exactly. And for English learners, subtitles can be really helpful. You hear the word and see it at the same time.
That's true. It's like free language practice, but fun. Do you remember learning any English phrases from movies?
Oh, yes, many. Movies taught me how people really talk, not like in textbooks. Short phrases, jokes, sarcasm.
Same for me. I learned things like, are you serious? And no way, just from watching movies again and again.
And the tone matters too. You learn when a phrase sounds angry, funny, or friendly. That's hard to learn from books.
Totally. Also, repeating scenes helps a lot. Sometimes I replay a funny scene just to hear the dialogue again.
I do that too, especially when a line sounds cool. I pause and repeat it like I'm an actor practicing.
Haha, same energy. Okay, serious question now. Do you ever rewatch movies or only watch them once?
I rewatch my favorites many times. It's like meeting an old friend. You already know the story, so it feels safe.
I love that feeling. When life is stressful, I don't want surprises. I just want comfort and familiar scenes.
Exactly. New movies are fun, but sometimes they require too much attention and energy.
So true. Which movie have you rewatched the most times in your life?
Hmm. Probably Harry Potter. I grew up with it, so it feels very personal to me.
That's a great choice. Those movies feel cozy, especially in winter. I always want a blanket and hot drink.
Yes, autumn and winter are perfect seasons for movie marathons. Do you ever do full movie weekends?
I do. Sometimes I plan nothing, order food, and watch 3 or 4 movies in a row. It's my reset time.
That sounds amazing. I like doing that with a theme, like only comedies or only one movie series.
Ooh, themed movie days are fun. I once did a rom-com evening and laughed way more than I expected.
Rom-coms are underrated. They're simple, emotional, and easy to follow, perfect for relaxed evenings.
Yes, and the language is usually clear and useful. Lots of everyday conversations and common expressions.
Exactly. That's why movies are great for improving English. You learn how people flirt, argue, and joke.
Speaking of that, do you think watching movies is better than studying grammar?
I think both are important. Grammar gives structure, but movies give life to the language.
Nicely said. Without real examples, grammar feels empty. Movies show how people actually use the rules.
And you also learn culture, small things like personal space, humor, and how people react in situations.
Yes, sometimes I watch a scene and think, oh, so that's normal there. It's really interesting.
Definitely. Movies are like windows into different lives and countries. That's why I love them so much.
Same here. Okay, next topic. Do you prefer watching movies alone or with other people?
I actually enjoy both, but it depends on the movie. For emotional or quiet movies, I prefer watching alone.
I get that. When other people talk or check their phones, it breaks the mood for me.
Exactly. But for comedies or action movies, watching with friends is great. Laughter feels better when it's shared.
So true. When everyone laughs together, the movie feels funnier, even if the joke is simple.
Yes, and sometimes someone notices a detail you missed, which makes the movie more interesting.
That's nice, but only if they don't talk every 5 seconds. I can't stand constant comments.
Fair point. There's always that one friend who explains the plot like you're not watching.
Did you see that? Yes, James, my eyes are open. Thank you very much.
Okay, I promise I'm not that guy. I stay quiet most of the time.
I'll believe it when I see it. Another question. Do you ever watch movies based on reviews?
Sometimes, if a movie has very bad reviews, I usually skip it. Life is too short for bad movies.
True, but sometimes bad movies are fun in a weird way. They're so bad that they're good.
That's true. Watching a bad movie with friends and laughing at it can be a great time.
Exactly. But if I'm alone, I want something that's actually good and well made.
Same here. Do you trust online ratings like stars and numbers or friends' opinions more?
Friends' opinions, for sure. They know my taste. Online ratings don't know me at all.
Good point. A movie with 5 stars might still be boring for you personally.
Yes, especially if it's slow or too artistic. Sometimes I just want something simple and clear.
Same. After a long day, my brain needs rest, not a puzzle.
Exactly. Speaking of that, do you choose movies based on your mood?
Always. If I'm tired, I choose something light. If I feel energetic, I might watch something intense.
Same for me. When I feel sad, I avoid sad movies. I don't need extra tears.
Yes, emotional balance is important. Do you ever stop a movie halfway and finish it later?
Yes, but only if it's boring or I'm really tired. Otherwise, I want to finish it.
I do that sometimes too, but then I forget the story and never finish it.
Same. Then weeks later, I'm like, why did I stop watching this?
That's the danger. Finishing a movie gives closure. Stopping in the middle feels unfinished.
Agreed. Okay, last question for now. Do you prefer movies or TV series?
That's a hard one. I think I prefer series because you spend more time with the characters.
I get that. Series feel deeper, but movies are nice because they don't take weeks to finish.
True, movies are perfect when you want a full story in one evening.
Exactly. Both have their place. It really depends on time, mood, and energy.
Well said. I think our listeners can relate to that a lot.
Definitely. Movies and series are such a big part of daily life now.
Absolutely. With streaming platforms everywhere, it's so easy to watch something anytime, even during short breaks.
Yes, sometimes that's dangerous. You say just one episode, and suddenly it's midnight.
The classic lie we tell ourselves. That's why I try to choose movies when I know I don't have much time.
Smart choice. A movie has a clear ending, so you can close your laptop and go to sleep peacefully.
Exactly. By the way, do you remember the first movie that really impressed you?
That's a good question. I think it was The Lion King. I watched it as a kid and cried so much.
Wow, that movie is powerful, even for adults. The music, the story, everything just works.
Yes, and even now, when I hear the songs, I feel emotional. It's amazing how movies stay with us.
Totally. For me, it was Jurassic Park. I couldn't believe how real the dinosaurs looked.
I love that movie. It's old, but it still feels exciting. Good movies don't really age.
Exactly. A strong story can beat special effects any day. Do you agree?
100%. Bad story plus good effects is still a bad movie for me.
Same here. I need to care about the characters. If I don't, I get bored quickly.
Yes, when I connect with characters, I forget I'm watching a movie. It feels real.
That's the magic. And that's also why actors are so important. A good actor can save a weak script.
True. Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
I like Leonardo DiCaprio. He always feels serious about his roles. You can see the effort.
Good choice. I like Emma Stone. She feels very natural and expressive. I enjoy watching her a lot.
Nice pick. It's interesting how we follow actors and trust them to choose good movies.
Yes, sometimes I watch a movie just because a certain actor is in it.
Same. It feels safer. Like, okay, this won't be terrible.
Exactly. Another thing, do you like watching movies in English without subtitles to practice?
I try to, but only when I feel confident. If it's too hard, I turn subtitles back on.
That's a healthy approach. Language learning should be challenging but not stressful.
Agreed. Movies should still be enjoyable. If I'm stressed, I don't learn anything.
Same. Sometimes I even rewatch a movie I already know, but in English. That helps a lot.
That's a great tip. You already know the story, so you can focus on the language.
Exactly. And you notice new words and phrases every time.
Movies really are a powerful learning tool when you use them the right way.
Yes, and they also give you something to talk about with other people.
True, talking about movies is an easy way to start conversations.
Everyone watches something, so you always have a topic.
That's why today's topic is so useful for our listeners.
Definitely. I think many people see themselves in this conversation.
I agree. Talking about movies feels natural, and it helps people speak English without pressure or fear of mistakes.
Exactly. When you talk about something you enjoy, words come more easily and you feel more confident.
Before we finish, Amelia, I'm curious. What movie would you recommend to someone learning English?
I'd say a simple comedy or family movie. Clear speech, everyday situations, and not too much slang.
Good advice. I'd recommend animated movies too. The language is usually slow, clear, and expressive.
Yes, and the emotions are easy to understand, even if you don't catch every single word.
Exactly. And repeating scenes is not boring with animated movies.
True. Plus, they're fun for all ages. No stress, just enjoyment and learning at the same time.
That's the best combination. Learning should never feel like punishment.
Agreed. If you enjoy the process, you'll stay consistent and improve naturally.
And movies can become part of your daily routine. Even one scene a day can help.
Yes, small steps matter. You don't need to watch a full movie every time.
Exactly. Consistency is more important than speed.
That's a great message to end on.
So, to everyone listening, try watching your favorite movie in English this week.
Use subtitles if you need them, pause when you want, and enjoy the experience.
Don't worry about understanding everything. Focus on the feeling and the general meaning.
And most importantly, have fun with it.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope this conversation helped you feel more comfortable talking about movies in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to Daily English Flow for more easy conversations.
And feel free to share your favorite movie in the comments. We'd love to read them.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Take care and keep flowing with your English.